I'm like, which side is my better side? Hey guys, it's Justynaaax, and today I am filming not a tutorial but a review for you all. I am going to be reviewing this Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. So that is why I don't have any face makeup on right now. Not only am I reviewing the foundation, but I am reviewing the concealer as well. So it's the same Dream line. So I'm guessing they want you to use the foundation and the concealer as well. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get both, try it out and see how I feel about it. I'll let you know how I feel more about the foundation after I apply it, because I don't want to be on camera this long with all these crazy ass blemishes. Oh, I don't even have my beauty blender. I don't even have my beauty blender. It's not wet. You know, give me a second. All right, we have our beauty blender and we have our product. So this is the Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation on the Go. So it's liquid foundation on the go. So this is made so that you can use this on the go when you're traveling. I guess when you need to touch up. Me personally, I always set my foundation. I never reapply liquid foundation throughout the day or at all. So you open up like this. It has a mirror and it comes with a puff that you would use to apply it. I'm going to use my beauty blender. That's what I'm more comfortable with. That's what I use. I know if I apply it with this, I'm not going to love it. So I'm going to try this foundation as I would any other foundation. So with the colors, I got the shade medium beige. I usually go for those colors, medium. I know I'm a medium skin tone, medium to light, and I have beige undertones. So I was like, you know what? It's really hard. It was very hard. It's always hard in the drugstore to pick your foundation shade, but it was even harder with these because you don't see what the foundation looks like at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I always do like to look a little bit more bronze than usual. So looking at it here, it definitely looks darker than what I usually go for, but whatever. So I'm just gonna take the bottom of my beauty blender, push it in there, and look how much product you get. This should cover up like the whole bottom of half of my face, I'm hoping. So we gonna work it in. I didn't even prime my face. Hold on, I'm getting a little bit too excited. Take my NYX Pore Filler primer. What my lives, we gotta do. The only thing I don't like about this primer is that it just squirts out. Either you get too little or too much. It's getting all over the place. Come on. Just kidding, I love this primer. It's so good. It's like a perfect smoothing primer, but it does not make me oily. It's getting hard for me to see because my contacts are getting so dry where I'm most porous, and then I just blend it out on the rest of my face. Okay. How does this look on camera? Because it doesn't match me. Don't mind the J-Lo. Wow, that's a lot of product. I think this is gonna cover my whole face, TBH. This is very yellow on me. Like, yeah, I suck. The coverage is amazing. This is very lightweight. I only dumped it in. I only pressed my beauty blender in once, and it's covering all over my skin. It's leaving a nice luminous finish. It smells like sunscreen. I don't know if it has SPF in it. It doesn't have any SPF in it, so I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I look like I have peanut butter all over my face because it doesn't match me, but like just with the sticker, like drugstores don't have testers, they don't have stuff like that. So I usually do like a shade or two darker, but this is like 3 shades darker. Now, put on, my first impressions are, it feels very lightweight on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It blends in really nicely, besides the fact that it doesn't match me. And it's not accentuating my pores. It's just blending in really nice, really luminous. I have oily skin. I tend to not go for this. So this is the Illuminator Corrector in number 30, light medium. Looking at it in store, it looked kind of orange because drugstores don't have the best lighting because it's a drugstore. But I'm like, you know what, it says light medium. and it looked a little bit like my LA Girl concealer. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. This is the most I've talked in a video in a while. I usually do under my eyes, chin, Cupid's bow, lips. The reason I do this is to make my lips look a little bit more pouty. It does feel very creamy under my eyes. I'm having a little bit of difficulties with blending it out with my beauty blender. But let's see. It's blending out really nicely. That's what I'm trying to do now. So I blended it out, but then my beauty blender sheared it out. So I'm going to try and add a little bit more in those areas where I really need it. I get a lot of redness around my nose, and it goes onto my cheeks a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit more coverage there. So what I'm going to do now is finish the rest of my makeup. I'm going to set my under eyes like I usually do. I'm going to use the Kat Von D translucent powder. Not a huge fan of that one, but I'm out of my Laura Mercier. And then I'll be back with the final results and my thoughts and opinions. Alright, so I finished my makeup and my final thoughts on this foundation. I have oily combination skin, so I personally would not wear this on a day where I have to be out for a long periodical time. It still has a luminous finish. Like, I set my makeup and it still looks very luminous. It does remind me a lot of the L'Oreal Lumi cushion. This one dried up really quickly. This was the only cushion foundation I've owned before, other than the other cushion foundations that I've worked with in store while I was working at Sephora. I do find that they dry up really easily. You don't get a lot of product in these. You get half an ounce, so it's 0.50 ounces. I love the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I use this every day. I swear by it. I don't use really high-end foundation much, but this is the bomb. Went on really smoothly. I mean, the coverage is amazing. You don't need much. A little bit goes a long way. So if you're not someone that wears foundation all the time and you just need something when you go out, this would be really good for you. If you have normal skin, normal to oily, you would probably want to set it with matte powder. Also use a mattifying primer if you really want to try this. I set it with my Kat Von D translucent powder and it's still looking pretty shiny, pretty luminous. But yeah, also if you're going to try this, make sure you know your shade and you know what shades you usually go for and you pick it properly. Maybe you can open it. I didn't get the chance to like actually open it and try it because there's a lot of people around me, a lot of workers. They just put the thing out and I was just like, I need to get back to work. Let me just take some stuff and go. Unless you want to look like an Oompa Loompa, I low-key look like one, then you know. I was thinking to save this for summertime. I could probably use this during the summer, but the only thing is I hope this doesn't dry up by summertime. I might have to seal it closed because they do dry out. I keep it shut, I don't open it, and mine dried out. Like one day I went to grab it just to try it out one more time. I kept using it just to see if it'll work for me, and when I went back for it like a couple weeks later after I opened it, it dried out completely. So my thoughts on this concealer. I would use if you have dry skin, also for spot treatment, like to spot correct. This is what I would use this for. So if I have like any acne marks or pimples, breakouts, whatever, I would use this for that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But I'm not totally against it because I know there's probably people out there that like this. That's why they make these things, because people do like it. Something that I'll be like, oh my god, I need to go to my local drugstore and grab this and buy it because it's so amazing, because I don't find it as amazing. I'll just stick to my Fit Me foundation. I'll just stick to my Holy Grail go-to Fit Me. This concealer, it's alright. It's a concealer. It's okay. I've had better. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see how my skin looks. I know sometimes people don't really get a good look at what they're viewing. Do I like this concealer? Do I like this foundation? It's gonna be a no from me. Sorry, you're not going to Hollywood. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. I've never done a first impressions on my channel before, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys can leave below any questions, comments, and concerns you might have in the comments below, also suggestions for new videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Bye.